Today I'm going to talk about seller credits, which is the amount a seller agrees to contribute towards buyer's closing costs and prepaid items. The amount allowed for a seller credit varies based on loan program and down payment. I have included a handy chart based on what is allowed in today's lending environment. For conventional loans, the maximum allowable seller credit depends on the amount of down payment. If the down payment is less than 10%, the seller can contribute up to 3% of the sale price. If the down payment is between 10 and 25%, the seller can contribute up to 6% of the sale price. And if the down payment is more than 25%, the seller can contribute up to 9% of the sale price. If you are purchasing an investment property, the number lowers to 2% no matter how much you are putting down. For an FHA loan, the maximum seller credit is 6%. And on a VA loan, the maximum concession is actually 4%, which can also be used to pay off debt at closing. VA has a lot more flexibility on what we are allowed to use for concessions in terms of cost to the buyer. Jumbo products are going to definitely vary by investor. And then there are certain costs that cannot be covered by seller credits, such as borrowers' down payment, financial reserve requirements, and their minimum contribution. And in most states, your closing costs aren't going to be high enough to need a 9% credit. So we start to look at alternative options like paying points to buy down the interest rate, or even doing a combination of lowering the sales price in conjunction with a seller credit. And a lot of times we see seller credits negotiated at the time of home inspection. Some are small and inconsequential when it comes to financing a home, and then others can be quite large and impact qualifying. I recently had a buyer in South Carolina negotiate a $25,000 seller credit. That amount exceeded his closing cost and prepaid items, so we were able to discount his interest rate by paying points. I had another buyer in the city of Chicago negotiate a 2.5% seller credit, and the upfront problem we had on that was that it far exceeded what he needed in terms of the closing cost and prepaid items on a $750,000 home. So we did the math to figure out exactly what he did need, and then had the seller reduce the sales price by the remaining balance. One of the most important things on seller credits is never say what they are for, like repairs or carpet credit. Just keep that document clean, keep the email clean, just say it's a strict seller credit. Once we know what it is, we can't unknow it. An underwriter is going to want to see repairs have been completed. If you want to talk strategy on seller credits on your sale or your new buy, give us a call. We're happy to help.